Yes, I can see Ketty is already waiting. She's smiling the beautiful smile. I can see that it's a lot that she has boiling on the inside of her, and it just wants to come out. So we're going to give it platform to come out. Emmanuel, if you can be able to give me the profile so that we can quickly go through the profile, not finish all of it, but at least give an introduction of who Ketty is. That is Ketty Valérie Ruhara. All right, she's from Burundi and she's a strategist. She's a strategy consultant, and she's a firm believer that developing and empowering people is the investment that will yield the greater returns. She deems that training and equipping people opens their minds to possibilities, enhances personal effectiveness, increases performance, makes them apt to go through adverse conditions, and empowers them to creatively explore further growth opportunities. Ketty began her entrepreneurship journey in Burundi in 2008. At that time, she owned and managed a franchise and distribution network for a mobile network operator. Her ability to meticulously assess gaps and unmet needs led to the launch of the series of profitable businesses thereafter. With time, she realized a capability gap within the private sector that was slowing down the growth and sustainability of startups. By 2014, driven to be part of the solution, she transitioned into capacity building sector. Her experience in the private sector combined to her leadership, development and curriculum design competencies, as well as her certification as a facilitator, trainer, and coach, has equipped her to deliver multiple result-based learning solutions for private and non-profit organizations. Ketty holds a bachelor degree in organizational leadership and completed a master program. All right, okay. I have a chat going on here. A master program, all but thesis in the same field. And ladies and
Hilda, we can't hear you. You're muted.
I don't know what happened. Okay, I think my microphone was muted by mistake. All right, a round of applause as we welcome Ketty. Ketty, we are ready for you. We are eagerly waiting, and we can't wait to hear and devour all the messages that you have for us. All right, welcome. A round of applause, please. Let's clap her hands until she takes on the microphone. Over to you, Ketty.
Thank you so much, Hilda and the team. This is excellent. I've been enjoying everything that has been said, Tim's presentation. Everything has just been great. And thank you for the opportunity to serve God on this platform. So let me just greet everyone. Again, my name is Ketty. And as I've mentioned, I really am honored and overjoyed to be addressing you for the next few minutes. But before we dive in, I have a question for you. Have you ever felt like you've hit a roadblock in your life that is preventing you from reaching your full potential? Well, like most of us, we have. And building on everything that we have learned since yesterday, today we're going to talk about overcoming obstacles and barriers to elevate yourself to the next level, because the topic today is overcoming the obstacles to your next level. Imagine for a few minutes if you had a life where challenges are no longer barriers, but instead they've become your stepping stone to success. So in this session, in just a few minutes, by the help of God, I will help you explore strategies, practical steps, and mindset shifts that will empower you to tackle any obstacles that may come your way so that you can achieve your next, really. But it's important to first define your next level. Where are you going and what do you want? Your next level is where you envision your life or yourself in all the domains of your life. And I'm going to break it down in just a few minutes. It is important to envision and know clearly your next level, because having a clear goal or destination in mind, it helps guide your actions, your decisions, and all the efforts towards achieving your goals. Without a clear destination, it can be difficult to make progress and reach whatever outcome you'd want. Here's an example. If you're heading to the airport to travel, but you don't have a destination in mind, you may not have the necessary travel requirements such as visa, passport, or even a flight ticket, right? Without a clear destination, you may end up wandering around aimlessly without a plan or a direction, and may ultimately not reach your desired destination. In the same way, having a clear vision of your next level in life or career can help you identify the steps needed to get there, make the right decision, stay motivated to achieve your goals, to name a few. So here's another question for you. Are you navigating life aimlessly without a clear understanding of your next level? By visualizing and knowing clearly your next, you can create a roadmap for success and take actionable steps towards reaching your full potential. But you might be wondering, how do I define my next level? Do I have a say in it? Or does life just happen and find myself where destiny wants me to be? Let's not confuse, however, next level with knowing the future. No, when we say next level, it's about knowing what you want in all the domains of your life. Your next level is where you envision your life in all domains of your life. But what are those domains? Think of your life as a wheel. And I'm just going to share my screen so that, okay, I'm not able to share my screen. Okay, so Hilda, for some reasons, I'm not able to share my screen. It says that you have disabled it, okay. But I did send
Emmanuel,
you the image.
please help.
Okay, okay, there we go. Oops, sorry, just bear with me for a second. All right, so this is a tool that I like to use called the Wheel of Life. And I want to invite you to think of your life as a wheel, like the wheel that you see on your screen. The wheel is divided into 8 dimensions or categories that represent various aspects of a person's life. These dimensions, not in any particular order, typically include your career and or business, your finances, so meaning your money, health and wellness, we're talking about your physical well-being and mental well-being, family and relationships, intellectual, and here we're talking about learning and development, growth, really, fun and enjoyment of life, which is one of my favorites. I believe that we have to enjoy life every single day. Social and community, because we live in a community, we're around us, we're part of a social system, and then spiritual well-being. So by assessing where you stand in each of these dimensions, you can gain a better understanding of your overall life balance and identify areas that may need improvement or attention. This self-reflection can help you set specific goals and create a plan to work towards a more balanced and fulfilling life. It is important to regularly assess where you are in each dimension of your life. One can choose to do it at the start or at the end of a year. And to also ask yourself, where do I want to go or where do I want to be in each of those domains? By doing that, it allows you to consciously focus on areas that may be neglected or need improvement. Without assessing where you are currently, it can be challenging to determine what changes or life adjustments that you need to make in order to achieve greater or overall satisfaction and success in life. Here's an example of how I applied the Wheel of Life in my own finances. Some 15 years ago, many of you have heard my biography, but even as I own several businesses, as a business owner, you also give yourself a salary, by the way. So some time ago, which was more than 15 years ago, I realized that although I was making enough money, I would always find myself not having enough money by the time we would hit the end of the month. But after taking a hard look at my finances using the wheel of life, I realized that I needed to make changes to better manage my money. Let me say it as it is. I didn't want to be broke anymore, right? So I started by setting a saving objective. So I looked at that dimension, my finances, and I knew I can't be broke again. So what I began with is assessing where do I want to be in as far as financial independence. So I set an objective. I developed a personal budget or family budget. I tracked my expenses, but also would engage continuously in exploring different ways to increase my income. Furthermore, by incorporating small habits like eating at home before going out or cutting back on unnecessary expenses like manicures and pedicures. And by the way, you can see it by looking at my hands right now. But also setting financial goals, I was able to significantly improve my financial situation. I saw a noticeable increase in my savings within a month and a sense of financial security that I had never experienced before. So the Wheel of Life is a tool that provides a visual representation of your life and serves as a reminder to prioritize and make intentional efforts towards creating a more balanced and fulfilling life, commencing with an assessment on where you are today and where you want to be over, for example, the next 12 months. But let's be practical, right? This is how you do it. The first thing you want to do is identify the domains. You look at those domains and you select. I do this peripherally and ask for God, which 3 or 4 domains do I want to focus on over the next 12 months? What should be my priorities in this season? Once you have that answer, you need to define specific habits. And here I'm talking about identifying specific habits within each domain that you want to develop. For physical health, this could be exercising for at least 30 minutes every day. For career, it could be spending 30 minutes each day learning a new language. And for personal growth, it could be reading for 20 minutes each day. The third thing you want to do is set goals. You have to establish specific and measurable goals for each of the habits you will have identified. For example, you may set a goal to exercise for 30 minutes every day or to read for 20 minutes every day. Here, the point is, don't just say, I'm going to read every day. You need to be specific. I'm going to read for 20 minutes every day or Monday to Friday. And then you want to create a daily routine. Here, we're talking about developing a daily routine that includes time for each of the habits you want to develop. This could involve setting aside specific times each day, even if they're just a few minutes, to work on your goals, such as exercising in the morning. By the way, here's one. I want to work on my legs or creating muscles around my legs areas. So when I'm brushing my teeth, I make it a habit to do squats. I think that's what you call it. So those are the things that we're talking about. You have to build these things into your routine. It could be reading during your lunchtime. It could be touching base with a friend or family member over the phone before every night. So I say, I want to stay connected to my family. So I'll make a phone call for 10 minutes to an extended family member, because you may be working on the relationship or the family dimension, right? And then the last thing you'll want to do as you make progress is to monitor your progress. You need to adjust and adapt if necessary. It's important to be flexible and willing to adjust your action plan as needed. If you find that a particular habit is not working for you, or that you need to make a change to your routine, be open to making adjustments to ensure that you stay on track. So I'll give you an example on how I have used this in my life, specifically in the family dimension. I talked about how I've done it in my finances, but let me show you another example. And here, I need to stop my screen and then share another screen. Just give me a moment. There we go. So this is me and my daughter, just some few months ago. So I'm a single mother, a mother of an 8-year-old girl, and 42 in business. And like many of you, too many things to balance, lots of obligations and expectations that are over you, right? In fact, in the fast-paced world that we live in today, it can be very easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, leaving little time for the most important things, like spending quality time with our children. So as I started this year, I chose family. In prayer, God showed me that I needed to work on this dimension, which is the family part, for it to be a priority. And my goal was to spend enough time, precisely 30 minutes every day. And I'm talking about quality time with my daughter. I see her every day, but I'm talking about setting aside 30 minutes where we have quality time. So to do so, I needed to build a habit around this goal. In fact, creating habits around spending time with our kids before bed can be so instrumental in strengthening our bond and creating lasting memories. So the one way to connect, catch up, bond, and laugh with my daughter is by incorporating games into our nightly routine. So even as I speak, she was calling me, I'm in the office, because she's used to our 30 minutes before going to bed. So for us, what we do is we do puzzles together. We play charade, we play different games, competitive games or board games for 30 minutes every night, because these activities provide a fun and interactive way to spend time with my daughter and create a sense of enjoyment of life. So by consistently setting aside time each night to engage in these activities with my daughter, I not only show her that she's a priority in my busy life, but we also create cherished moments that will stay with us for years to come. These moments also help us, or help me connect with her on a deeper level, understand her thoughts and feelings, and simply, as well as enjoy each other's company, even in the midst of my busy schedule. A lot of people do not experience the progress they want in life because they have failed to bring their desires or wishes into their daily lives. So what I'm trying to say here is that we all have desires, the things that we want, the things that we wish, but then they remain as a wish or a desire or a dream because we have failed to see how to bring it in our day-to-day or in everyday life. I can't stress the importance of habit creation. It is a pivotal factor for us to experience growth and progress in all the domains of our lives. In fact, I know that on the group you shared the book Atomic Habits. It's a great resource, and I encourage everyone to read it, because creating habits is a powerful strategy that can help us overcome the obstacles to reach our next level of growth and success. We all struggle, or we can all struggle with procrastination. But when you have built-in habits in each of those domains, you'll be able to see the growth and progress you desire. Just like a caterpillar must go through the process of transformation to become a butterfly, we must go through the power of forming and ingraining new habits in order to overcome obstacles and move to the next level in our lives. Creating habits is not always easy, but it is worth the effort. Habits are like building blocks, are like the building blocks of our lives, or the foundations, shaping our thoughts, actions, and ultimately our outcomes. By intentionally creating positive habits, we can reprogram our mind to work in our favor rather than against us. So by focusing on creating these habits aligned to those areas you want to work on, aligned with those goals and values, of course, that we hold, we can overcome those obstacles that may have once seemed unsurmountable. Whether it's developing a daily exercise routine, practicing mindfulness, or improving our time management skills, our habits can help us navigate challenges and setbacks with resilience and determination. My friends always make fun of me that I always need to check my calendar. Yes, my calendar is full because I make sure that if 3 or 4 of those priorities or domains have become a priority, I need to find ways to integrate them on each and every single day on my calendar, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. So as we continue to cultivate and strengthen these habits, we begin to see progress and growth in areas that we once struggled with. One of the areas that sometimes I struggle with is working out. I say, hey, I want to lose weight. I want to tone my body, but that's just a desire. If I don't find ways to put in 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day, I will not see the results that I want. So embrace the process of habit creation in all the domains in life, be it career, business, finance, health, wellness, family and relationship, intellectual, fun and enjoyment of life, social and community, spiritual well-being, etc. When we do, we will overcome the obstacles to reach our next level with confidence and determination. But fear not, you can overcome any obstacles that come your way. You can reach and become your best self. A few final things for you to note, which will be my top 10 to help you on your journey to your next. And I'll be concluding here. Again, I need to stop sharing and then share again so that I share just my thoughts or the thoughts that God put on my heart to share with you. Oops, where did that screen go? Just bear with me for a moment. There we go. All right. So I've just given you the keywords and then I'll go through it. This is my top 10 for us to be able to go or overcome the obstacle on this journey that we call life or arriving to our next. First thing first, 1, assess. When we talk about attaining our next level, we have to assess or understand where you are today in each domain of your life. It's the wheel of life again. So assess. Where am I today in my finances? Where am I today spiritually? Where am I today intellectually? Where am I today as far as my family and relationship? Where am I in all those domains? Number 2, envision. Be clear on what you want, your goals in each of those domains. So here is setting goals. Finances, I want to be able to have saved, for example, I don't know, a random number, $10,000 by the end of this year. If it's family, I want A, B, C, D. If it's physical or being physically fit, etc. So we have to envision the result we want to see or the life we want to live in that time frame if it's 12 months. 3, plan. Create a plan of action towards your goals, but you have to commit to doing the work. This is why I love strategy. Understand where you are, where you want to go, and design a plan or a strategy to get you there. 4, integrate. And here I mean breaking down your actions or your action plan into small bits or manageable daily habits. Develop small habits and routines that align with your life objectives or goals. Consistency is key. If you want to tone your body, you have to work on those muscles every day. All right, so consistency. 5, redefine your inner circle. Surround yourself with the people or with people who inspire you and pushes you to grow. 6, embrace self-awareness. We're so busy that we don't even have time for us anymore. Take time on a daily basis to get to know you, to understand your abilities, your limitations, your character weaknesses or flaws, etc. Also, engage in a journey of understanding your life purpose, as Tim just talked about, and leverage on your unique gifts and abilities. You will never get these answers if you don't spend time with just your own thoughts and with God, obviously. So we need to learn to quiet our souls, to quiet our mind, so that we can process all of these things. 7, transform. challenge and change any negative belief system that are holding you back from reaching your next level. You have to understand the lies that are deeply rooted in your belief system. And it is Pumla that talked about it yesterday, so I'm not going to expand on this, but you have to understand what are the lies that are in my core system or that are deeply rooted in my belief system, so that you can replace them with your true identity, which is what God says about you. We have to transform, or you have to transform or renew your mind using repetition and believing what God, who sent you here on earth on a mission, says about you. So we tend sometimes to believe the wrong things about us. So the best reference or the best place for us to truly understand our identity and who we are is by going through the Bible. It has amazing things about you. Yes, and 8, play. This is my favorite. Play in the sense that not just games, but play sports or stay active, really. Staying physically active, in my opinion, is a key life principle that can have a profound impact on all aspects of our well-being. Engaging in regular exercise not only keeps our bodies healthy and strong, but it also boosts our motivation, energy levels, and overall excitement for life. When we make a commitment to stay active, we're more likely to approach challenges with a can-do attitude and a sense of resilience. By making exercise a priority in our lives, whatever it is, whether it's swimming, walking, or whatever it is, we are investing in our health and happiness, leading to a more vibrant and fulfilling life. So that's why play is important. 9, also one of my favorite, laugh. I mean, we're so busy running and doing things and chasing after things sometimes that we forget to enjoy life in the process. Enjoy the daily moments that brings you joy. Let's not wait until we take a vacation. No, we've got to find ways to laugh every day and to enjoy life today. Not tomorrow, because none of us know if we'll be here tomorrow. But also practice gratitude, as it was mentioned yesterday. And 10, align. And here I'm talking about staying aligned with God in the process of life and overcoming obstacles, as He will provide you with the guidance and direction on how to navigate through life's challenges and overcome the obstacles that we encounter. God can provide us with the wisdom and insight that we may not have known or have on our own. Staying aligned with God can also provide us with strength and comfort, knowing that we're not alone and that God is with us and that He can give us the courage and resilience to persevere through tough times. And of course, when we stay aligned with God, it reminds us that there is a greater purpose, as Tim was talking about, to our lives beyond just overcoming obstacles. Our life is not about challenges and obstacles, but He will provide us that sense of purpose. God has a plan for each and every one of us. I just want to almost close on what he was saying. He has a plan for each and every one of us. And we will only know what that plan is when we stay aligned or tuned with the one who has created us. He sent us on a mission. He's a general and we are the armies. How will you know your mission if you don't meet on a regular basis with the one who has sent you on this mission? We can fulfill that purpose and live a life that is meaningful and fulfilling if we stay aligned with God. So allow me to conclude with these words. The only thing standing in your way to your next level is you.
Wow.
The only thing standing in your way to your next level is you. Take charge, make positive changes, and keep pushing yourself to new heights. The power to overcome whatever challenges that God allows you to go through, He has placed that power and ability to overcome. It is in you. It's a matter of decision and doing what needs to be done, learning to become our best version and our best self. But I'll also admit that the path to greatness is often waved or paved with obstacles, but it is how we choose to navigate them that will ultimately define our journey. So the Lord bless you and keep you.
All right.
The Lord
all
make
right.
His face shine upon you, and may He
Amen.
be gracious to you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. Thank you.
Amen. Amen. Wow. A round of applause, room. Let's burst out in fire, in claps, in flowers, in hearts, as we thank Ketty. That was amazing. That was hearty. That was, I mean, it was something else. Indeed, whatever is standing in your way, there's nothing else apart from you. So if you want to break the limits, if you want to become your best version, it's a matter of choice. You decide, you align, you transform, you plan. Oh my goodness. We have all the gems that we needed, guys. So if you fail, do not mention the name of God in your failure. Just know He has given you everything that you need. Thank you so much, Ketty. May the Lord bless you. Thank you so much for blessing our evenings. I can see the claps. I can see the fire. I can see you have touched lives and you have helped in the transformation. Thank you so much. We can't thank you enough for the time that you have given to us. Please, if you have questions, Ketty is still with us. Go in the chat box and just ask. I know some of us are procrastinating. Some of us, we set the goals and never do anything. Whatever it is that you think you are standing in your own way, please report yourself to Ketty. Make sure that you drop those messages. She will come on the chat and be able to chat with us and, you know, and help us to unlock our next levels of greatness. Thank you so much.